Took us long enough. Looks like I'm starting in the mid pack. Let's go for it. I was thinking about starting with the Zion for this race because it's probably the slowest of all the cars that we're going to use, but I also thought it's probably going to be more interesting to have people have the chance to get that later on, to have like a bigger difference in, you know, if we have everybody use the Zion on the first lap, it'll just have everybody getting one of the slowest cars initially, so you don't get those big differences halfway through the race that make these class specific random races so good, and then it all comes together at the end. So we'll start with the Tempesta, bog standard Tempesta. And during this race we'll get 22 cars. Technically we'll get sort of 11 cars, 11 regular versions of the car and 11 race car versions of the car. Should be quite fun. And there are some big gaps in the performance of the cars, so we'll get some mixed up grid midway through the race that will all come together at the end. Not a bad first lap so far. Alright, so the randomness starts and we're in the top 5 group. Straight into the Furora GT3. Straight past the Zion. So, one regular car, one race car. Most of the race cars are from the GT class. So basically GT variants of regular cars, as we'll see. And then the regular cars come from Sports A, Sports B and Supers, pretty much. Apart from the two Emiruses, where the regular Emirus is in the prototypes class and the Emirus GTR is in the special class. People trying to get the boosts on the outside there, forgetting that the GT cars have incredibly high off-road traction loss, so they lost so much speed. Oh, look who's in the lead with the best car. The first random car that he gets is the best car that you could possibly get in the race. I would be surprised if Mile didn't end up winning this already, just because he's going to have clear air all the way through the race. He's already got it won. Oh, I love this car. I always love this car. A proper good Ron livery. Coquette GTE in front. So really all the race cars should be, apart from the race car version of the Emirus, which is just ridiculous, all the normal race cars, the GT cars, should all be about the same sort of pace, because they're all sort of balanced. Scared of PJ's lag one. right to be scared. Good old Australian lag. Yeah. This car is so good. Quite big swings in the pace of the cars. We both caught up quite a lot to the leader there. So the ETR1, again, another race car. I'm just getting all the race cars immediately. Okay, the ETR1 doesn't have the grip that it does on vanilla. Maybe it does, but it's also got a bit more speed behind it as well. So I'm having the race where I'm getting all the race cars first, and I'm going to get all the regular cars later on and have to like defend positions and stuff. Me and PJ are both having that sort of race. Miles had one of the regular cars, Coquette on the last lap. Yeah, the ETR1 actually has the power to match its grip on Project Homecoming, rather than just being an underpowered grip monster on vanilla. That's what caught me off guard. Again, all the GT cars should be balanced near enough. Catching. Another beautiful car. A proper Ron livery. Beautiful car to drive and handle. The GTE. We are going to have the regular Rapid GT as well. Obviously, we're going to get its non-race car counterpart. Me and PJ just got the same car. Such a nice car. So the top three, those three in the top three have kind of, we've had fast cars exclusively pretty much, apart from Mild with that regular Coquette. I know PJ got technically one of the non-race car variants with the Emirates, but the Emirates non-race car variant is on pace with the GT cars anyway, so we're still all sort of waiting for the slower cars to come. We'll feel the pain later on in the race. There's the regular 9F. We haven't seen the 9F LMS yet, but I'll feel a bit of pain on this lap, I think. Sports A for this one. There's only 2 cars from Sports B. So all the sports cars that we see in this will be about on the same pace, apart from the Zion and the Zion and the Furora GT, which are Sports B, so they'll be a little bit slower. And we got a few supercars which should all be on the same pace. Then the GT cars are all on the same sort of pace, alongside the regular Emirates. And then there's the Emirates GTR, which is ridiculously fast and quicker than anything else here. My first non-race car. Yeah, when the 9F is considered quiet in comparison to what we've had. And we're in that midpoint of these random class races where it's all spreads out because people get different luck in the midway through. But then, as always, it all comes together at the end once everybody's had everything. The last few laps always tighten up. I wouldn't mind getting like all slow cars now. There we go, coquette. Like, using the fact that I got the race cars initially to get a bit of a gap and be able to be out on my own mostly. Then get all the slow cars and then finish up with the quick cars at the end. Like, you'd rather be trying to attack for positions than defend, I reckon. Like maybe last lap Emirates GTR for the win. That's not gonna happen. I think I was already too far behind Mild after the first lap, to be honest. But you can always hope. Keep dreaming. Yeah, I'll keep dreaming. I mean, there's better drivers than me in this anyway, so all things being equal, as it will get to by the end of the race, I'd be happy with a top 5. Big gaps on the lap times though. When you consider that 9F was pretty much 10 seconds per lap slower than whatever it was that I set my best lap in. I have to imagine it was the FMJ, but could have been the Rapid. And yeah, Mild is a quick driver too. I think that's why I said after the first lap he's got this one already. Because he would just be untroubled at the front. Alright, 9F LMS, we've had our first double. Can tick the 9Fs off the list. Not going to get another one. This grip's a lot better than the regular 9F. Gaps have gotten really big now. The bad corner. Really putting in some time on this Furora GT. Italy GTO for PJ, and I get the Italy GTC. The race car version chasing down the regular version. The pace difference won't be as much as what it is from race car to like a sports car variant, because in Project Homecoming the Italy GTO is in the supers class where it should be. But there's still going to be a pace difference, I'm sure. Yeah, already it's easy to see the difference between a GT car and a supercar on the Project Homecoming server. GT cars are just quick, man. Yeah, I guess to give a, at least based on what I've seen in this race already, an example of how quick the GT cars are, you can kind of say they're on the same sort of pace as the Emirates. Assuming the Emirates hasn't been changed too much from vanilla. Like GT cars on Project Homecoming, for anybody who's only on vanilla GTA, GT cars are about the same sort of pace as the Emirates, and that's obviously a good step quicker than your more standard supercars. Speaking of the Emirates, here we go. So this is the only regular version that is quick, well, not quicker than its race car version, but at least on the pace of the race car versions that make up the majority of the race, I guess. Doesn't quite have the raw grunt, I think, of the GT cars, but the cornering is still remarkable. And the gap to the front is closing up again. I might get lucky, I might get like a lap in the lead or something if I get the right car at the right time, but it won't last. Alright, this is going to be the middle car. Velira GTC. So we've had 11 of the 22 cars, half of them. And we've only had the 9X, right? Doubled. So there's one car that we haven't had anything from yet. Either a regular or the Zions. Yeah, the Zion is the one that we haven't had either of yet. And then the rest we've had at least one of the variants of. Oh, Emirates GTR behind. Oh, I thought I tried leaving the space on the inside because it's just, there's no point in like bothering to defend. It's so fast. Getting dicey now with the back markers. It's getting trickier to maximize the cars. Now it's my turn for the Emirates GTR. And yeah, I noticed that the regular Emirates was only 1 second off my best lap from the GT cars. It's so quick. Oh my days, the speed of this thing. This might be the lap that I get to have in the lead. The only one I'll get. 160, 170 miles an hour. I've actually got a brake for these corners. Probably should brake for the jump as well, just a little bit. It's so fast. Into the lead! 10 seconds pretty much faster than the GT cars. Into the Falira. Got some pain to come though, I know that. I've had the Emirates GTR now. Oh, fluffed it. I've had the Emirates, I've had a lot of the race cars at this point. I'm gonna start experiencing a bit of pain with the regular versions of a lot of the race cars that we've had. Still haven't had the two Zions. The old king is wanting to save itself. Doesn't need to make an entrance just yet. Please, please, please. Oh. FMJ. So we're getting through the doubles now. Might be able to retake the lead. The only other supercar apart from the Italy GTO and the Tempesta that we started with. And the supercars class on Monday coming. FMJ versus a Falira. It's in the corners mostly where the benefit of the FMJ is, though, not straight line speed. Jesus. I thought I was about to get turned around. Oh, where did Mild go? Did he get taken out by that? He must have spun behind me into me maybe or something, I don't know. Anyway, there's Zion. Was it demon drag? So I got super lucky if that was a bit of demon drag that took him out. The fact that it was right on the very back end of me. There might have been more of an overlap on his screen or something. It was like half a demon drag. Oh no. Anyway. 2 Zions at the front now. I probably was a bit close, to be fair. Like, I was in the quicker car. I didn't see the need to be so close. First Zion. 7 laps to go. Getting chased down by the race car version. So the Zion finally makes its entrance in the top 2 spots. Yeah, this feels really slow now, it does. After having everything that we've had. About to lose the lead. Just gonna have to wait until the next corner though. I got lucky. Thought I was going to get taken out there. Who is anime in like real name terms? People change their names too frequently to things that mean nothing to who they actually are. Alright, another race car. Zala. That's a name I recognize. Who is anime? Who is anime? Yeah, out of context to what was happening on the screen, that sounds like a very weird question, I suppose. Is this my last race car? No, I've still got the Zion race car left. I don't know about much else, honestly. Is it Zala or Locke? Could be Locke. I am not Zala. Okay, he's trying to... Is it Locke? It's Locke, isn't it? I'm sure we've said that before in previous weeks. Anime sounds. What, the person or the shows? It's all kicking off now. I actually don't watch anime. Like, I've tried to watch some anime and I just couldn't get into it. And I also couldn't think of a better word to say than shows. It's probably obvious by now.
He's a scumbag! He's an absolute scumbag!
The S550, so the regular version of the ETR1, which is a mod. Like, obviously half of these cars are vanilla and half of them are mods. This is one of those, I think it's only this and the Emirates where the vanilla, no, it's only this, I think, where the vanilla version is the, wait. Yeah, the vanilla version is the quicker car, and the mod is the stock vehicle. I think the ES550 is the only one where that applies. Because obviously the ETR1 is the race car variant in the GT class on Project Homecoming, but that's a vanilla car. The rest of them, the GT cars, are all modded versions of the vanilla cars themselves. There's always a talking point. Getting dark now though. Getting into night, been a longer race. Still 5 laps to go. Italy GTO. Been a ding-dong battle at the front between us two for the last few laps. Getting different cars every lap and swapping positions.
No!
This is where my pain is coming in a little bit for having the quicker cars at the start. I've still got the race car, Tempesta and Zion. But I think my other my other two cars. Oh, so I've got 4 cars left after this. 2 of them are going to be race cars and 2 of them are going to be normal cars, I think. If my memory is serving me correctly. Oh, didn't realise there was a second one coming through. Closing up at the front, as it always does. Here's the Tempesta race car, the Tempesta Competizione Evo. Machine. Oh my god, this Emirates GTR from the back marker, please. Oh my god. I mean, I was expecting that to happen to me. Of course. Yeah, Mild isn't lucky today. That's true. Close. That's a monster, this car. It's hard being king. King of the luck-based game mode. Used up all his luck in the random walls. Nah, it wouldn't buy all the back marker in that one, to be fair. Alright, here's the Zion. Zion GTC. So my last 2 cars are going to be regular cars, I think. I've still got the Furora GT and the Rapid GT, isn't it? I haven't had the regular Rapid GT and the Furora GT. Furora is one of the slowest, it's in Sports B. The Rapid GT is in Sports A. Another Ron livery indeed. Awful. So I can only go backwards, I think. This point. I don't think Locke was in that group of 5 on the first lap. So it's been a good drive from him to put himself into the lead. Whether he would have caught Mild had Mild not had his issues, I don't know. He's certainly done a quicker race than me. Furora GT time, so I'm going to get the quicker Rapid GT as the final car. The good old Project Homecoming, quicker, nicer to drive, rapid GT, saving the best for last. One of my favourite cars on the server. Such a nicer car to drive than a regular rapid GT on vanilla. It really is. Going back to these regular cars now, they feel so slow in comparison. It's all getting closer at the end, as it always does in these random class races. About what we've all got left on the last lap. I'm not going to catch 8 seconds regard. I know that I've got the Rapid GT, and I know that the Rapid GT isn't 8 or 9 seconds per lap quicker than whatever Locke is going to get in the lead. So he's good. Mild is catching me quick behind in his Zion GTC. He did have a massive gap after like the first lap, especially after the Emirates lap. Had some bad luck with the traffic. It's not beyond the realms of possibility that he still has a race car to go. Either way, whatever he has, I'm going to be defending second place. There could be people behind him that I can't see that have like an Emirates GTR left and still another, 10 seconds advantage. Should be like 20-second advantage over the Rapid GT if they do. He did still have a GT car left. I don't think I'm going to be able to defend from that. I don't think I can defend this second place, even in the quicker Rapid GT. Give it my best shot though. Nah, it's not going to happen. He's just drove straight past. Can I keep third? I've got a 9F, a PJ in his 9F LMS is 20 seconds back. I don't think the gap is 20 seconds. Of course, Mild would have won the race if it wasn't for the 2 crashes that he had. But he also had a massive advantage getting off at the front and getting the Emirates GTR first. So he could just drive away for the first few laps. But I think it still would have been close between him and Locke, because I think Locke has done the better race, like being the quickest. Me, I'll definitely take third. I'm not the third quickest driver in this race. So for me to get a third, a podium, that's not too bad. I'll take that. I think it was a decently executed race, and for me to finish third, I'll enjoy that. That was a good one. I enjoyed those cars though, having the different cars and the race car variants and the non-race car variants and the regular variants. It was good. It was a fun race, fun track. It was cool. I had the best lap. Oh, I had the best lap. Oh, I'm gonna hold on to that. Best lap hype. A 1:30.002. Really maximised that Emirates GTR. Could have had the Brookby special with the second and the best lap, but yeah, I couldn't keep it. Finished in the best car. I'll take that. $137 from Locke meant that he didn't get the most out of the Emirates GTR either, and he still managed to win by by 15 seconds. So he must have got the most out of all of the other cars. Homologation head to head. I was just going to go with race cars versus regular versions.